Show. Turn up your mind.
Our proposal will also restore work requirements that ensure able-bodied adults without dependents earn a paycheck and learn new skills. That will grow our economy and help the supply chain. Right now, there are more job openings than people who are looking for jobs. You know why? It's in part because the Biden administration weakened work requirements.
Get out of here.
Incentives matter. And the incentives today are out of whack. It's time to get Americans back to work.
He's so insincere. It's unbelievable. He's so disingenuous. So there was Kevin McCarthy literally talking at the New York Stock Exchange, telling the fat cats that his plan for America doesn't include raising more revenue. It doesn't include taxing billionaires and no one under $400,000. No one under. But people over $400,000, corporate titans, billionaires, people who use capital gains as a way to pay less than a person who runs their own small business like me does. Yes, it's tax time. I am acutely aware of how much tax I have to pay simply because I own my own business and I'm self-employed. There's a penalty to that in this United States. You would think that they would want to incentivize that. But oh no, they incentivize billionaire fat cats to not, just to feel real comfortable, real confident that you will never have to pay taxes with us. You will never have to do it. But we're going to cut people off of food stamps. So I came here to tell you that. That's our solution to, not having enough revenue to cover our debt. That's our solution. Starve them. It's the starvation diet, everybody. And as a girl, I have to tell you, it doesn't work. Second you eat something, look at Oprah. She did the liquid diet. Remember that? What was that? Optifast? And literally, wheeled out a little red flyer full of fat, a wagon full of 60 pounds of disgusting, oozing, pussy gravy fat. And, was in a size 6 Calvin's and was very proud. Second she had a morsel. Second she had a cracker. The second she had a little slice of cheese or bread. Boom!
You got to give her credit, though, because when she began it, she incentivized. She was a motivational factor for all these women that wanted to lose weight.
I tried it.
And then when she failed, she made it okay to not succeed at these diets. She made it okay to fail.
No, she didn't make it okay to fail.
Yeah, she was an inspiration to millions of women that it's okay that you didn't do it.
Listen, I love her. You know that I do. I'm the ultimate Oprah fan. I mean, I remember one year when I was working up at Air America, it was one of the most depressing jobs I ever had. And I'm sitting in my little apartment on the 9th floor looking out the window going, it's only the 9th floor. If I jumped out, I'd probably only break a few things. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll watch Oprah. And I bought the Oprah 25th anniversary, multiple disc for the CD player. And I literally went to McDonald's with my dog, walked little Simon over to the McDonald's on Madison Avenue, and I bought, enough food to have a bed picnic every single day. And every single day I would watch Oprah and cry. And cry. So I love Oprah, but Oprah was just as depressed as I was to find out that you can't just, starve yourself and expect it to stay off. That the second you eat, a little slice of bread, a piece of toast, bam, it's all back. So, but this is what they want to do to American, households. They just want to starve them. It's immoral. It's unacceptable. And this is their only solution. Because the real solution to what ails us is to stop giving tax cuts to billionaires, to stop incentivizing hoarding all the wealth. We have shows about hoarders, and we always focus on the lowest common denominator of hoarder, okay? The poor little woman with too many cats and a lot of garbage in her living room from Amazon. That's the one we're going to do the whole show about, and, we're going to make it into some sort of a disease, and we just don't know what to do. We're going to have interventionists. But what about the people who hoard all the freaking money? That doesn't seem to be a show. I know there's a show there. Showrunners, get on it. But Kevin McCarthy went to Wall Street and made this, he unveiled his secret proposal, and he's holding the debt limit of this country hostage because I'm telling you right now, That's why they want everybody armed, so we could fight each other when they burn it down to the ground. If we default on our debt, do you have any idea what that would look like? No, you don't, if you're being honest, because nobody's ever seen it. It's never happened. They threatened to do it in 2011 with over Obamacare. The thing that they said they wanted to repeal and replace, but they had no replacement after long last. They were lying, right? They just needed the Tea Party to start getting revved up. And the Tea Party and the racism and the contretemps about, healthcare, they're going to have death panels. And, everything that they sell has to do with death and making you afraid of it or telling you can control it. You can control who dies. You can kill them. It's a very sick and twisted crowd they got over there. But okay, so they literally are saying to you that they are going to burn the whole place down to the ground by letting us become a deadbeat nation, by letting us become a defaulting nation, a nation in complete and abject. So in 2011, over Obamacare, they waited until hours, literally hours before the debt limit was reached. Well, not the debt limit was reached, but before default had to be declared. Right now we're past the debt limit. We've been past it since January. I told you that on January 19th, we hit the debt limit. We hit the debt ceiling. And Janet Yellen is sitting there trying to figure out how to, just like you do, how to delay payment to this one so that one can get paid, how to keep essential services going, and maybe you move it from, maybe you put this over here. They're juggling the entire future of the United States of America. And the answer for them is to send Kevin McCarthy to Wall Street to guarantee them, don't worry, we're going to take it out on the poor. We're going to take it out on the poorest Americans. As immoral and unacceptable as everyone in this country knows it is, we're willing to go there. We're willing to do that. I'm here saying it to you, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I swear to God, the idea of what would happen, it is kind of uncharted territory, I must tell you. But if it happened, the best guesstimates look like this.
What is his goal here, talking to Wall Street or from Wall Street instead of at Congress?
Trying to say we have a plan here after really, weeks now that the White House and Democrats have been saying, show us the plan. What's the Republican plan here? The White House has been saying we want to just raise the debt ceiling cleanly here because this is just too dangerous to risk unsettling the rest of the world by the United States playing brinkmanship with its full faith and credit. Look, we raised the debt ceiling December 2021, Congress did. We probably can get until this summer, but the deadline is already passed. The debt ceiling has been hit, and now the Treasury Department is moving the money around, quite literally moving the money around accounts so that we can keep the bills paid until this gets settled. So the deadline is behind us. There's not even a countdown clock here. It's already rung. The bell has rung. So here's what happens if they don't answer this very quickly here. You could have a debt default. The United States can't pay all of its bills, or even like a partial debt default where we just pay our foreign creditors, but then we're giving IOUs inside the United States. Wouldn't that look really weak for the world's largest economy? You would have a market crash, probably a recession. There's no debate about that, how terrible it would be. Then those moving, deciding who to pay and when. You could see delayed pay for federal workers. You could see IOUs going to Social Security recipients and VA benefits. All of that certainly feeding into that worry about a pretty dramatic, damaging recession if the United States were to go down this path and not get the politics of this figured out.
And his solution, starve people.